Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome on a chilly morning, but it's turned out to be a lovely day here in the Bay. So welcome along to the EVES auction room. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today. I'm going to offer you the first 6 properties. Then I'm going to hand over to my good friend and colleague Isaac Jacobs. He's going to offer you the last 2 properties in our 1 o'clock session. We'll take a break, and then at 2 o'clock Jordan Silverwright will take over and offer the remaining properties for the afternoon. You see a whole lot of photos up there on the screen there, folks, and the reason for that is we are an auction team at EVES. It's not all about the auctioneer, it's all about the auction team. A key member of the team is Robin on my left-hand side here. She looks after all the technology and all the slideshow that you see today. Robin's put all that together, and of course that's all done through our good friends in Australia called Auctions Live, which allow us to live stream our auctions out over the World Wide Web. So those that are watching via the live stream, welcome along. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Nice of you to join us here at the EVES auctions. These wonderful folks across the bottom of the screen, apart from Mark, we've got Girl Power on hand here today. They're our management team, folks. They are what I call my negotiation team. If your bids don't take me to where the sellers have instructed us to sell the property, then we'll simply pause the auction. One of the team will step in and they'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions through what we call a negotiation process. If you reach agreement, it will come back to me, or Isaac, or indeed Jordan in the 2 o'clock session. We'll then make any necessary amendments. The properties will be put to the floor and sold to the highest bidder. I just want to make it very clear, folks, if we don't reach agreement and we formally close the auction, anybody can come forward afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. And I can tell you now, one of our properties from last week was under contract just like that straight after the auction, and we've also in recent times had people that have waited until afterwards to get into a negotiation process. They've gone into a multiple offer and they've actually missed out. So if you're in that position of cash, give it your best shot here this afternoon while the auction is live, and we'll see if we can help you from here. Of course, when the negotiation team step in, we'll move on to the next property so we don't hold people up. We know everybody's extremely busy, particularly our marketing consultants here at EVES. Talking about our marketing consultants, they do an outstanding job out there in the marketplace. They widely circulated all the documentation, and part of that was, of course, the Buyers and Sellers Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They're available in the stand just outside of the auction room. Your bids today are on the basis that we have provided you with that document. Talking about documents, the most important one that we work to today is, of course, the contract of sale. Been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen. Finalised copies have been also positioned in the stand out there for you, but I know your marketing consultant that you're working with, if there was any amendments, any additions or deletions to those draft contracts, they will have contacted you and alerted you to that, but any of those changes will also be highlighted through the process here today. By way of any bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract that we work to here today. Just a couple of important points regarding the conduct of auction. That's what you see there on blue. It's just a repeat of this portion here on the front page. I only want to highlight a couple of 2 important points to you. One is your obligations. When the hammer falls in your favour, all we require you to do today prior to commencing any celebrations, and that is, of course, sign the contract and seal the deal and pay your deposit. We only ask for 10% of the purchase price here today. Balance is payable on settlement date. We'll confirm those settlement dates with each property as we work our way through. And of course that deposit is unless you've made any alternative arrangements with vendors prior to your bidding here today. The other thing I just wanted to alert you to, folks, and just clarify a couple of things, because there's still a bit of a myth out there that vendor bids are used to push the price up. What a load of rubbish. Never ever has been. What I can tell you now, folks, particularly here at the EVES auctions, the only time we will use vendor bids is if we've only got one person that's participating in the auction and we're too far away from the seller's reserve price. We will disclose any vendor bids to you and simply see it as a technique to work alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform. We're here to try and help you buy the property here today. So vendor bids are very transparent. We will disclose them and they will only ever be used below the seller's reserve price at a level that the vendors aren't interested in continuing negotiations with you. So, and as I said, only used when we just had the one bidder. So, any questions at this juncture? Any of our phone bidders that have registered for any of the 8 properties in the 1 o'clock session here got any questions via the phone? No? Excellent. All right, so 21 Scoria Close was a property that was scheduled for auction today, but the gentleman standing over on my right-hand side on the phone was offering the first property today. He was the marketing consultant, and we had a buyer that was all lined up for that property, and it was sold before we even had the photographs taken. So vendors were absolutely delighted. In fact, it's probably just about settled by now, wouldn't it, Nicholas? It was that long ago, but it was scheduled for auction today. A very popular property indeed. Another property that's been very popular is the property with 31 Scoria Close. Again, Nicholas Maloney, working out of our Lakes office, have been presenting this property. This particular one here is located in the tranquility of the cul-de-sac. It's only better once you discover the backyard and the outlook, because it is simply superb, and you get a little sniff of it as you see there on the screen. When we look at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. 363 square metres of land is all you have to look after here, folks, and that's all you probably want in a location like this, because there's so much to do surrounding your new home at 31 Scoria Close. Record of title in the South Auckland Registry Office 375930 confirms all the legal aspects of it as well. So ticking off all those legalities. Any changes to the channels listed all there, Nicholas?
Not unless there's any amendments or variations in place.
Okay, and 20 working days is still our settlement date. No changes there. Bit of flexibility around that as well. So that ticks off all the legal aspects of the property, folks. Absolutely immaculately presented, this one. It's just simply a superb home. 151 square metres of home, more or less, and single level interior living. It's just absolutely superb, configured to maximise that scenic outlook that you saw in one of the earlier shots that we'll come back to in a couple of moments. The home itself, well, all your furniture is going to fit in there, just like Michael Jackson's glove fitted in, because of those neutral and natural tones that are throughout the home. You've got the open plan entertainment zone, so something very special for you indeed, and brilliant flow to the outdoors, because you are going to spend a lot of your time ebbing and flowing from the indoors to the outdoors. Such a superb environment. The opportunity to stroll beside the Kokorerua stream and get a cardio workout if you so wish, because, as I said, great location here, and lots of exercise walks, cycle trails, runs, everything out there in this area. And of course, it's got those wonderful parks nearby as well. Followed up with a coffee at the popular General Cafe, so pretty much that seals the deal of what's available here at 31 Scoria Close. I put myself in your hands now, guys. We do have authorised telephone bidding on this one. Where would you like to say go? Is it going to be somebody in the room, or is it going to be you on the phone? You set the benchmark on where you'd like to start me away. No such thing as a silent auction with these, folks. Now it's time for somebody to start talking, and just talking some numbers. What sort of position would you like to kick us away? I suggest 850. Somebody start me away at 850,000. Give you that opportunity. We're talking about Scoria Close. We're talking about a lakes location. Right, I'm happy to get you underway then, folks. If you're a little bit shy at $850,000, it's with me at $850,000, and I'm happy to travel with $20,000 rises from here. At $850, we're underway with a vendor bid now, just to start the auction and give you that opportunity to bid and buy today. It takes me to $870. Here's your chance now. At $850,000, are we in or out? First call now at $850, chasing down a $20,000 rise. If we have it on the phone there. Second call now at $850. Vendor bid, be very clear at this point in time. Need it to be at $870. Are we in or out? Third, last opportunity for you to join us, folks. Thank you. Appreciate you for over here at $870,000 at $870 on the right-hand side here. Don't need to leave it till the last minute here, ma'am. I'm here to work alongside you and help you buy the property. At $870,000, $890 would be the immediate retort from here. At $870, bids over here on the right-hand side, $870. Do I say $890 on your behalf? Here's your opportunity here. Perhaps $880. Happy to take $880 if it'll help you. At at $870,000. On the right hand side here. First call, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Just going to work alongside you then, ma'am. It's 880 with me, make it 890. If there's no further bids, we'll pause and give you the opportunity to work with our seller at that level. At $880,000, to be clear, it's a vendor bid at this point in time. Against everybody else taking 890, shall we say? Here's your opportunity now. Consultative process going over here on the right hand side. What about our phone bidder? We're in at $890,000. With me at the moment on behalf of the vendor at $880,000. Take me to $890. If there's no further bids, we'll give you the opportunity to keep discussion with the seller. No, I prefer the 90, man, otherwise we're still a little way away from where we need to be. Make it the 90 when you give it that chance. $890,000. Appreciate you working with me. At $890,000 with our buyer on the phone. Assuring you now, folks, if I don't get any further bids from either you on the phone or here on the floor, we'll pause and give this lady over here on the right-hand side the opportunity to continue working with our seller. Somebody round me to 9, if you will. Once, twice. Final opportunity to take me to $900,000. Mark. Pause the auction. Bids over here at $890,000 for our seller. Can you help us? Right, moving on, folks. 18 Lloyd Street is the next one. Ash and Diane Davidson will be marketing this property. Over here on my right hand side, Diane a little bit under the weather today. I'm sure she's watching via the live stream. Hope you get well soon, Diane. A very valuable member of our team indeed. 18 Lloyd Street, an ever-changing feast for your eyes, as you see there on the screen. You will have witnessed that when you went and viewed the property. And that feast for your eyes, it fluctuates between the sparkling clear water of those moody winter flats with the twinkle of the evening urban lights as it comes in. It is just absolute sheer bliss when you reside at 18 Lloyd Street. Looking at the legal aspects of it, any changes to the channels list there? No changes there. Settlement date still the 8th of September.
Flexibility.
Bit of flexibility around that. And of course, the legal description of the property, record of title SA 2002/48 in the South Auckland Registry Office confirms that you get 1,275 square metres of freehold Kiwi terra firma. The security system, it does stay, it is as is though, however the garden pots and ornaments, they are excluded from the sale. The owner is taking those with them. So that ticks off all the legal aspects of 18 Lloyd Street. The tiered section, well, that offers you an amazing orchard containing all manner of, you've got the citrus, you've got the fruits, the nuts, the berries, plus you've got that wonderful large avocado tree that certainly groans under the weight of its bounty as you put in your marketing here. Ash, you can almost hear it from here. It's just when it's laden with fruits, it's a great option indeed. Think about sitting out there on the deck there, folks, and just having an absolutely relaxing time enjoying those wonderful views. And of course, being tidal, it's forever changing, as mentioned. You can reap the benefits of the important inclusions such as the double glazing in the property, the new insulation that's been installed. You've got the pocket doors, the soft colour palette right throughout the home. Again, another one where your furnishings are going to fit in very, very smoothly indeed. It's a delightfully renovated home, resplendent of rich timber flooring, as you see there on the screen there. You've got that gorgeous galley kitchen and the modern bathroom, so it really does bring you something very, very special indeed. Ash and I have been working with a couple of buyers that sort of indicated their intention. They were going to try and be at the auction, probably not quite in a position to be able to bid. So in your hands, buyers, you see it there on the screen. If that's the lifestyle that you want, now is the time to give me an opening bid on that alongside you. Otherwise, I'm just going to hand it straight back to Ashley to keep working with those buyers that have expressed their interest in the property. Looking for an opening bid now for number 18 Lloyd Street. No registered phone bidders. Tidy over to you here in the room. If you're talking numbers, just talk up a little bit louder. I can't quite hear you. First call now for a start at 18 Lloyd Street. Second time. Third, last chance. Okay, I'm going to close the auction now. Actually, not going to dilly-dally with this one. I know that those buyers will be looking forward to hearing from you this afternoon, and I'll tell you what I'll be looking forward to is getting a text message from you telling me that you've got the property under contract, because it's going to happen very quickly. It is a great option and a great opportunity, and I can tell you now, folks, you do not need $1 million to be able to buy a property like that with those absolutely spectacular views. Give Ash a call. She works out of our Cameron Road office, and she'll help you from there on that one.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. All right, moving along, folks. Number 31 Minden Street is coming up on the screen. There it is there. Jumping up a little bit there. Steve Cameron from our Waihi office. Made the trek all the way down here for today's auction. Has been very, very busy up there marketing this property. Certainly an outstanding property indeed. Steve, you must have had an absolute pleasure marketing this property over the period of time. It's an absolute charmer there at 31 Leo Street at Waihi Beach. It's approximately 130 metres from the beach, as where you'll find the perfect blend of a beach batch or a family home. Doesn't matter what you're looking for, it will tick both boxes for you. The legal aspects of this one: freehold estate, 421 square metres is all you have to look after, folks. So that frees up all your time to spend in the water there. It is so close indeed. 125094 is the record of title number that describes the legal aspects of the property being a freehold estate. Now, excluded are the gas bottles, the rope pedestal lamps, the TVs, the unified internet equipment, the audio-visual control equipment. That does not stay. That's all the vendors are taking that with them. 20 working days is still our settlement date. Steve, any other changes to the channels? No changes there, so we're all good to go there. Surrounded by tropical planted gardens, that certainly creates a serene and tranquil atmosphere at 31 Leo Street, and it makes it an absolute ideal retreat for relaxation. So as I mentioned, either a beach batch or a holiday home, or certainly a permanent residence. You've got the fruit ranch sliders. They open out beautifully to that sunny deck, allowing you to enjoy the warm rays of the sun whilst taking in that beach vibe as well. The deck, well, that also features a very convenient pull-out shade sail there, providing a little bit of relief during those hot summer days when you have a hairdo like me. You definitely need those shade sails indeed. Whether you're seeking a delightful beach batch for weekend getaways or everyday living, this property certainly offers you the best of both. Now, Steve, I understand you've got some late interest that was expressed in the property. Very late interest, not enough time to get their ducks in a line to be able to bid at auction. No registered phone bidders for this one either, folks, so entirely over to you here on the floor. Otherwise, I'm simply quite happy to close the auction and leave Steve to continue working with those buyers that have expressed some late interest. I did say in my preamble that we do have a lot of conditional buyers that have expressed interest in our auction properties today. Cash buyers, you get the first opportunity. I'm going to call you away 3 times. If I don't get an opening bid from the floor, I'm simply going to close it and hand it back to Steve. Once, twice, last opportunity for cash interest. Auction's closed. Hand back to you, Steve, and leave you to continue your work on this one. I'm sure you are going to get that sold in no time indeed, especially with the warmer weather coming up. You're going to get people looking for their next holiday home. Well, negotiations are continuing on Scoria Close, folks, so we'll press on now. Another outstanding property that has been marketed by an outstanding marketing consultant from our Mount Wine area office, been around a long time, Jan Booth. Has been marketing this property up at 16 Minden Hall Lane. This would be one, Jan, well, in my experience when I was a salesperson, I mean, it was a long, long time ago, but when I had properties like this to market, I used to look forward to the open homes and go there as early as I could and stay as long as I could before I had to get on to the next one, because it provides such a serene environment. It's just, it's an absolutely exceptional resort-style home that offers unparalleled family living amidst that panoramic water and rural vistas. It's just simply mouth-watering. Think about it. That's the lifestyle that you're going to enjoy when you purchase 16 Minden Hall Lane. The legal aspects of it, folks: record of title 761826 describes the property as a freehold estate, 4,396 square metres, so a wonderful parcel of land there. So it's a little bit like being out in the country, but you're so close to the You don't actually feel it, do you, Jan? So it's a great place indeed. Just reflecting back to the swimming pool that you saw before there, folks, the pool cover does stay, but there's no warranties with that one. It is as is. 15th of December.
Or such date as mentioned.
Yeah, plenty of flexibility, but maybe a lot, tons of lotto tickets between now and the 15th of December, rather. But what a fantastic Christmas present for your family. You buy it today and then don't tell them about it, keep it camouflaged, keep it quiet, put the blindfolds on them. 15th of December, take them up there, they are going to love you forever. Have a look at this coming up on the screen there. You get to witness those spectacular sunsets and day-night views there of the Western Bay of Plenty, the Western Tauranga. You've got the harbour, you've got Maui in the background there, and of course the islands beyond as well. Simply superb setting and an opportunity where you can actually entertain to perfection. The danger of owning a property like this, folks, is when you get your good friends come and visit you, is getting rid of them again because they just don't want to leave. It's just such a stunning place. On the inside, at your housewarming, your friends and family are going to be super impressed with the expansive kitchen featuring that solid concrete bench top, the generous scullery, and the kitchen certainly serves as a wonderful centrepiece to as the heart of this contemporary home. Great for entertaining, as I've mentioned. If you've got plenty of vehicles, you've got teams and you're planning to park their cars, or you've got the boat or the camper van and a whole lot of toys, well, this property here certainly facilitates that. You've got tons of space. You've got that heated pool and, of course, that wonderful Minden Hall Lane location. So, in your hands, buyers, who would you like to say go for this one? I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. I'm not going to suggest anything on this one. I'm going to leave it entirely over to you. You set the benchmark of where you'd like to start the auction away, and I'm more than happy to work alongside you from there. I'm not going to suggest any figures though. Who's called out for a start? Second time for cash interest only. I'm going to call it for the third time now to give me that opportunity, because if I close the auction, which I'm about to do, you will run the risk of going into competition with those conditional buyers. Auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Jan. Probably not open numbers to do, but I'm sure you'll enjoy that. But so it's going to take a special buyer because it is a very special property indeed. The auction's now closed. Talk to Jan at our Mount Montgomery office if you've got any other interest.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome. All right, 124 Upland Street. Carol Novy from our Cherrywood office has had the pleasure of marketing this property here. 124 Upland Street, folks. It is only mere minutes away from excellent schooling and, of course, the New World supermarket as well. So the opportunity to actually leave the car at home and just take your shopping bags down to New World, do your shopping home. Don't even have to worry about traffic, parking, or anything like that. So. And Upland Street, it is a very, very sought after street where longevity of tenure is absolutely right and strong. It is a very, very good street indeed. In fact, I can't remember the last time we had a property to auction in Upland Street. It's been so long because everybody gets into the street and they just never want to leave. The legal aspects of number 1/24. 778509 is the record of title that confirms all the legal aspects of it. 302 square metres of freehold land is what you buy there. But I just also remind you that the TV mount in the lounge is excluded from the sale. The owner will be taking that with them. 15th of December, another opportunity for lots of lotto tickets between now and then. Bit of flexibility around that. Any other changes to the channels list at all? No changes, so all as has been circulated. Parts of the home have been upgraded for your added benefit and enjoyment, folks. The lower level, well, that's something special indeed. It offers you that extra living space there, perfect for a flatmate or additional family. Great place for the teens to vanish off and reflect on their self-pity when they get a little bit grumpy with you and slam the door as they walk out. Or certainly a great facility for you to set up to work from home at 1/24 Upland Street. Investors, well, you can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $700 to $800 a week on this one, so you can do the maths on that. But I think the best part, the biggest advantage of this place there, Carol, is the 180-degree views that you get to enjoy. Look at that there on the screen there, folks. Those views, they span right round through Matakana Island to the Mount, and then from that large patio. And of course, when you're out there during the day, you are absolutely drenched in sunshine. So you've got stacks of parking space at the property as well. But I really can't emphasise enough the brilliant location that this property is located in Upland Street. I've already mentioned the schooling, mentioned the shopping complex down at the Brookfield shops. You've got colleges, schooling of all levels, and certainly easy access in and out of the CBD from here. So in your hands, boys, where would you like to say go? Going to leave it entirely up to you. Where would you like to start the option away? I know we've got some interest in the property, so here's your opportunity to work with our seller. Where would you like to start it? $720,000. Appreciate the start there, sir, at $720,000, and quite happy to travel in $20,000 rises from here. At $720,000, I do appreciate the start there, sir. No telephone bills on this one, folks. Entirely over to the rest of you here in the room. First call now at $720,000. Are we in or out? Second time, third, last chance for you to join us. Happy to work alongside you then, sir, at $740, it's with me. $740,000, be clear, vendor bid, working alongside you now, $740, make it $760, will you? $740,000. Vendor bid at this point in time, working alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform away from where we need to be at this point in time. Can I say $760 on your behalf?
750.
60. Need it to be 60, so you're too far away from where we need to be. Need to be ahead of that level, sir. We've had interest above that already, so we're quite happy to keep working. $740,000 I need it at 60. 760 it is. At 760, appreciate you working with me, sir, at $760,000. First call now at 760. Happy to take a 10 if it's going to make you more comfortable working from here, folks, at 760. Second time now. Third, last opportunity to join us if you wish to buy it. So we're going to go once more on behalf of the seller then at $770,000. So I need to be above that to give you the opportunity. I'm not going to do any further vendor bidding. If there's a vendor bid with me at 770, take me to 780. I'll pause the auction, give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our seller at that sort of level. But I am away from my instructions at this point in time. And I say 780 for you. Important decisions, folks, buying and selling real estate. You need to like to give people time to think. Take the 780, won't be doing any further vendor bidding. We'll pause the auction provided there's no further bids and give you the opportunity to keep working with our seller from there.
What to do with 775?
775? Okay, look, I'll take that. I'll take the 775. I don't like your chances though, sir, but I will give you the opportunity to discuss, but I am obliged to call it 3 times. First call, second, last chance, in or outs. Bids down there, Jill, 775. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? All right, take you back to our first property this afternoon, folks. Number 31, Scoria Close. We left the auction room at $890,000. I have amended bid now at $905,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, Matt? At $905,000. $905,000. Mark, on the phone to our vendors. What are my instructions? On the market, selling. Out it goes here, folks, at $905,000 for our telephone bidder. Your opportunity is right here now. If you wish to purchase the property, you need to submit a bid here. I'll call it 3 times, otherwise the hammer's up. First call now at 905. Out she goes here. Call it this property in Scoria Close. A stunning location indeed. Second call, third, last opportunity, and around it goes. Sold told that congratulations to our sellers over here. Of course, congratulations to our in-laws watching via the live stream. Right, moving on, folks, 2016 Bayfair Street. We've got another one that Ash and Diane have been marketing, and Louise, our manager of our Bethlehem office, joins Ash up the front here. You ladies make the front of the auction room look so more glamorous than everybody having to look at me. I mean, put you two next to a lovely property like this, well, how can anybody resist it? 2016 Bayfair Street. Surprisingly spacious and absolutely right for the new owner's vision to be imposed onto this property and turn it into something very special indeed. It is formally described as a cross-lease freehold property in record of title, say 37A, folio 718. Now the wall oven and the range hood, they do stay as, but they're staying as is, whereas so they do stay, but no warranties as far as that is concerned. Not long to wait for this one, folks. No time for loaded tickets. Just 10 working days, and you get to go into our EVES on Cameron office, ask to speak to Ash, and when it is settled, she will hand you the keys to this wonderful opportunity indeed. What you're going to get to enjoy from this property here, you've got those beautiful wide Waimapu estuary views there to enjoy, and of course located at this location you get to enjoy those wonderful bike rides, the afternoon evening strolls along the estuary walkways there while the sky turns pink in the sunsets. It is something stunning indeed, and what's pretty special about this sort of place is that particularly at night when you've got a full moon and a nice clear night, it really does light up that water, and then you get the lights in the background, something very, very special indeed. You've got the open plan living, dining and kitchen area opened out to that covered patio area. That will be absolutely drenched in sunshine courtesy of the northerly orientation and bearings that this property has got at 26C Mayfair. The rewards of pouring some TLC into this home, much loved home, will be big for those of you that are ready to roll up your sleeves, get stuck in and impose your personality on the property. Is a wonderful opportunity indeed. I know a location like this down by the water's edge like that, people would be expecting it to be quite an expensive property. I'd be happy to take a $500,000 start. That would be a fair and reasonable place to begin the auction run at Ash. Would have thought so. Somebody starting away at 500. Just looking for the opening bid now. First call now to start me away. Certainly won't take anything less than 5. Second, last chance. Doesn't look to be any cash today, Lloyd Ash, so for this one, so I'm going to close the auction. I'm going to just hand it back to you, a little bit more work to do. I know you've had some buyers that have been expressing some interest in the property. They're probably sitting at home watching via the live stream, waiting for a phone call from you. So I'll hand that back to you. The auction's now closed. If you know of anybody that's looking for a great renovation opportunity, for a property in a great location, then certainly ring the EVES on Cameron office, ask to speak to Ashley Davidson, and she will help you from there. Thanks, Ash. Hand over to my friend Russell Jacobson to finish off the rest of the afternoon for you. Oh no, where's the rest of our 1 o'clock? There you go.
Alright folks, good afternoon, and as we move on now to our 7th offering for the day, 42 Polland Street in Waihi, donated by Steve Cameron of our Waihi office. Welcome to the Cody Retreat. Modern rural living meets a tropical oasis, formally described as an estate in freehold, being 5,414 square metres more or less, on record of title left identifier 1078321. The settlement date is set down for 95 days or such other days mutually agreed, and we just note the channels list there, quite extensive, and also the exclusions also. You've done your due diligence, you know what is and isn't staying for this property. Also special mention to the further terms on this one, further term 23, just relation standard clause there for the Waihi and the mines, and furthermore clause 24 in relation to the swimming pool and spa pool fencing. You've done your due diligence on that. Step outside onto the large covered sun-kissed deck, soak in those beautiful views as you soak in that heated saltwater pool. You'll be surprised how many friends you have once they discover your new haven. The kitchen in the main dwelling, it's comfortable and you'll be warmed wherever you are in the home with with the wood burner fireplace and many of those heat pumps, which of course are staying. The property comprises of the main home, the charming, fully contained one-bedroom cottage, an additional studio, a spacious garage with ample storage and a separate workshop area. It's a multitude of possibilities for living and working. You can really do a lot with this property. So who does want to do a lot with this property? Where do we say go for this one? Working with a cash interest today, that's what we look for in the room. First call for a start on 42 Polland. Second time. Third and final opportunity. Steve doesn't appear to be the cash in the room for this one, but I'm sure apparently there's some conditional buyers floating around that you can get a call. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Auction formally closed for 42 Polland Street. I look forward to hearing from you very soon with an update. Thanks very much. Auction closed. Alright folks, a bit of an update there. Back to number 1 bar 24 Upland Street. We paused, went off the floor for negotiation. We came off the floor at 775 and we now have an amended bid at 780. Now at that level the vendor has indicated that they're quite happy to continue ownership of the property. So we're going to formally close the auction on that one. If you've got any interest in that property, further interest, perhaps watching on the live stream, do call Carol for more information on that one. Auction formally closed, and we'll be back shortly with the last property of the 1 PM session. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Isaac.
Alright folks, thank you for your patience. We'll move on now to our last offering in the 1 PM session, number 10 East Bank Drive in Katikati, marketed by Janelle from Beckenham office and Grace from our Katikati office. It's a stunning 2021 built north-facing home located in a peaceful and serene neighbourhood in Katikati. Now this property is in contract, the auction has been brought forward and we'll talk more to that in a moment. But 10 East Bank Drive, formerly described as an estate in freehold. It's 508 square metres more or less, being lot 28 on deposit plan 532821. That's recorded in that record of title, unique identifier 873261. The settlement set down for 40 working days or such other date as mutually agreed. And we just note on the channels list there, the exclusion, I believe that the refrigerator has now been excluded from that. So that's the circulation, various versions of the document, but that's the one we're working toward. The fridge is not sticking around. The kitchen is an absolute chef's dream. We've got top of the line appliances, oodles, perhaps noodles of storage, and that stylish bench, you can see it pictured there. The living area opens out onto that immaculate flat section, providing plenty of room for the kids to play or the pups to roam. The layout offers those 2 separate wings, the large double garage, and it's hard to forget those beautiful black tile flooring in both of those bathrooms. As I mentioned, we are in contract and the auction has been brought forward, and we now invite any further bids over the amount we are in contract for, and that is $830,000. So we're in contract for $830,000, folks, pre-auction offer at that level. We now invite anything further. Take a 5 if it's there, put yourself in front for this one. 2.5, perhaps even a 1. Take a single if it'll help you. First call, second time, third and final call for 10 East Bank Drive. Appears to be no further bidding in the room, so now the property I formally declare is sold. Congratulations to our purchaser and to our vendors. 1 o'clock session, thank you very much. I'm signing off and hand over shortly to Jordan for the 2 PM session. Thanks very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the 2 o'clock session today. Sit right, my name, absolute pleasure and privilege, in fact, to be guiding you through our wonderful array and lineup of properties that we do have today. But I can't do it alone. Well, I do have a very trustworthy, knowledgeable team behind me. We will see that behind me on the screen there, those names and faces. They're here to assist me, assist you on your home buying journeys. Now up there, of course, Grant Child and Isaac Jacobs, they took you through the 1 PM session here in our EVES auction room. Robin kind of beside me, she does all the technology that does appear up there on the screen behind me. And of course, if you are watching online via the live stream, well, Robin's going to be controlling all of that, make sure it ticks through nice and smoothly for you, of course. But to everybody in the room, again, a very warm welcome. Those other names and faces that you see there, Mark, Sarah, Jill and Louise, well, they are managers within the company, and they're what we like to refer to as our expert team of negotiators. Now, they are available on hand should we get some bidding on the floor at a level where we're not quite permitted to sell the property, and we might need to see if we can just help you get a little bit closer, close that gap, while I might pause and give you the opportunity to talk to one of those wonderful people. But we'll explain that further as we get to that point. For now, well, what you bid and buy today, it's all been detailed in the contracts. I'll touch on that in a second, but of course, you cannot buy at a property auction here in New Zealand without first acknowledging that you have done your due diligence, received a copy of the REA's buying and selling guide, and in fact you do agree to the terms dictated in the contract for sale. Now, there is that contract which we have superimposed up here. We won't go over the entire contract. There's just absolutely no need. You've done your due diligence. You look like smart, savvy, sophisticated buyers. So I won't touch on every little bullet point along the way. I'll just clarify a couple of things. Firstly, phone bidding. Well, if we do have any registered phone interest today, well, that paperwork's all been pre-approved prior to them bidding today, and I'll endeavour to point out any registered phone interest along the way. Now, vendor bidding. Vendor bidding, just to make it very clear, vendor bidding is purely the seller's way of saying to you, the buyers, hey, thanks very much. We really appreciate the effort you've made here to bid to this level. But at this level, we're not prepared to sell the property. So if you, the buyers, would like to buy the property, well, you just need to bid above that vendor bid level. Now, rest absolutely assured, folks, that you will not see a vendor bid placed at or above the reserve price. That confidential reserve price, that's the price that our sellers have told me is the minimum they will accept to sell the property, and so my job is just try and get you as close and over that number as we can, and by doing so I'll place those vendor bids to guide you in that right direction. But like I say, always well below reserve, purely to help you today. Now, if you do need any clarification, if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to put your hand up. I'll try not to mistake it for bids, but if you are here, your intentions are to buy, let it be very clear, obvious and known to me. Happy to, if you need to speak up a little bit, confidence is certainly, it won't go missed here in the auction room. I welcome it, in fact, here in our EVES auction room. We'll see if we can help you on your journey. Now, I've touched on all the conduct and everything for the auction. This first property that we're going to auction today, 218 Dixon Road, just differs slightly in the fact that this auction was scheduled for a later date. However, due to the popularity of such a great property, it does differ just slightly. So we have received what we refer to as a pre-auction offer, which means that the property is in contract for an amount which I'll touch on in just a second. Subject to no bidding today, will be sold at that level. So, we'll go straight to it. At 218 Dixon Road, Leon Santoric, he's our agent out of our Pat Morrow office. He's been marketing this property, and well, because of such a fine job that he's done, we are, as I say, here ahead of schedule. Now, only one street back from the beach sits this perfect character home with views out to the Papamoa Hills. A property with great potential, bursting with potential, in fact, scope to add your own flavour. Now, it's no surprise that we are here ahead of schedule. Legally described, it is a freehold estate, being 809 square metres more or less. DPS 9240 on that record of title, SA14C, folio 283. Now, your move-in date, that's your settlement date. Well, that's down for 40 working days from the date of sale. So you do have time, if you haven't already lined up a moving company, there's time there to line them up. Ask the friends and family to come round and give you a hand. I'm sure that they'll be only too happy to do so. And of course, folks, your chattels list, that's on the screen as well. Now, the property, whilst already established trees around the property and privacy to your section, there's still plenty of wriggle room for enhancing your outdoor space. The stunning timber ceiling in the living room is that great feature just adds further character to the home, whilst the sizable windows, well, they capture all of the sunshine. You can see how bright it is in the photo there, and it just makes it a really nice, bright, warm home. A great size section, glorious backyard. Come summertime, you put the barbie on, you'll hear that roar, host friends and neighbours around for a barbecue, and the kids, well, there's room for the trampoline or a backyard cricket pitch, I would suggest. Well, folks, the time has come. The pre-auction offer, the property is in contract for $920,000, subject to no bidding today. So I'll call it to you, the room at 920 is where we are. If you'd like to place a bid on top of this level, let me know now, or we sell it away. I make a first call then at 920 twice now the money. Third chance then, the hammer's up if we see nothing further at 920,000. It goes, sold to the buyer up the back there. Congratulations. Well done to all parties. That momentarily. Well, continuing on, I hope it's a little bit warmer in here than it is outside, but I tell you, down at 45 Bayfair Drive, well, you're almost guaranteed sunshine every day in a location like this. Almost. Spacious brick and tile family home will have you grinning from ear to ear when you think about the spacious design, open plan living and thoughtful entertaining spaces on offer. Yes, there is plenty for everybody. Now, Jan and Rebecca out of our Mount Maunganui office, they've been marketing this property. You'll find the full legal description under the unique identifier SA45D folio 629. It is a freehold estate, being 621 square metres, more or less. Now, just note the security system as is the solar panel included on the property there. And I'll just bring to your attention, of course, the further terms of sale, a late edition clause 23.0. The purchaser acknowledges receipt of a copy of the Advanced Building Consultant's Building Inspection Report dated 2nd of August 2023. The purchaser accepts all matters contained in said report and enters into the agreement to purchase the property on the express understanding. Right, well, the property itself, your move-in day, that's 10 working days from the date of sale, and well, that is what you'll be moving into. You'll see it on the screen. Sorry, I'm getting confused with our slides here, but you see the wonderful property there. And well, the interaction, well, it is seamless between the kitchen, dining, and living areas. You're going to be cooking away in the kitchen whilst keeping an eye on the little ones there, entertaining themselves as they await dinner, whilst also challenging yourself to some tricky trivia as the chase plays away on the television in that living room there. In the background, you've got that spacious open plan layout. Well, it just allows for all accounts. Now it's move-in ready. The relaxation, that starts from the moment that you settle in here, and well, you can send the movers to unpack all 4 bedrooms whilst you start finalising your dream home, perhaps considering a few personal touches just to increase and add further value, modernise if you like. With the greens just starting to firm up around the corner and your move-in date, well, golf enthusiasts, well, you'll have no qualms about a location such as this. Whilst shoppers, well, you could do far worse, I would suggest as well, the huge array of outlets available at the Bayfair shopping complex, and of course, not so far away from the Harvey Norman or the Noel Leeming if you need a technology update as well. Schooling of plenty levels, and of course, you've got entertainment just there as well. It's all moments from your letterbox at a wonderful 45 Bayfair Drive address. So ladies and gentlemen, time's come to have registered phone interest on this, but I suggest if you're here, you tell me what you'd like to pay.
750.
750. Welcome in, sir. There at 750,000. And well, happy to travel in, let's say, a 25.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, absolutely. There at 775, new bidder in the race there, and welcome along to you at 800 now. Is it 800 with you there? And 825 now we go. 825, do we say 850, sir, at the back?
850.
850, thanks very much there, and we go 875 with you. At 875 at the front of the room now, and up the back, sir, what's your retort?
890.
890, okay, a 15 increment. You don't want to go straight up to the 900?
900.
900 there, he beat me to it, sir, at 900 now, and at 900 hold it with you, but I'll take a 15 if you like, sir. We can travel in 15s if that's your lucky number.
Go 19.
19. Short in the stride again, but we'll try it for you. Straight in with a 20, isn't it, sir? Absolutely. Saw it coming at 920,000. At 920. Should we say 30?
9:30.
930, absolutely with you there, sir. At 930,000 there. Your retort at the front. Straight up to the 40 then, is it? At 940,000. Confirm for me there. At 940 up the front of the room with you. At 940 on the thumbs up, we are making a first call there at 940 000. First call now at 940. Twice the money at the front of the room. Third chance then, sir. Nothing further. You want to put a 5 on top. At 940, I'll make
945.
945, absolutely. At 945 against you at the front here then. At 945. Once up the back there at 945. Twice the call. Third chance at $945,000. And 50 up the front. There we go. Your chance then at $950,000. Once, the front of the room there at 45 Bayfair Drive. Twice. Against you at the back of the room there, give you a second to think your options. At 950 then I'll make it a third call. Final opportunity at the front of the room at 950,000. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the auction and seek some instructions from our sellers. I'll be right with you. The bids at the front of the room here, though. Just going to pause and seek some instructions. We'll just continue on with 27 Tauranga Street and Martu are there. Sarah Brown, she's been marketing this one and done a very diligent job. She always does. This is absolutely no exception to her array of properties that she brings to the market for you. Now, buyers, this property here is full of character, plenty of charm, professionals, singles, downsizers, young families, you name it. Well, Sarah, you've been busy, I know, with an array of buyers coming through all of your viewings for a property like this. Now, the legal description, it is 503 square metres more or less of a freehold estate, which is lot 1 DP 372-002, that record of title 327429. Just note, folks, the heat pump is as is, and your settlement date is 40 working days from the date of sale, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon between all parties there. The property, well, this 1960s build features high-ceilinged living area with those wooden floorboards just waiting to be polished, and well, a really spacious and user-friendly option for you there. The living room that opens up via the extra large double glazed staggered doors to the large entertainment deck, covered conveniently so that you can use it rain, hail or shine. Basking in the afternoon sun as you walk through the double wrought iron gates and the vine archway into that lovely fully fenced garden area. Well, the property, it offers relaxing spots for your laid back enjoyment. A short distance from local Matua amenities and Ferguson Park. But folks, if you're here to buy, you know exactly what it is about this property that you love. It's not up to me to tell you what you love about it. You know, all I need to know is what you'd like to pay to walk away with it. In your hands, call for an opening offer. Opening bid, 27 Tauranga Street. I'll call it 3 times if it helps. First, twice, third call then, folks. Okay, doesn't look like we've got cash in the room for this one. Now, I do note, Grant, you've got some instructions for us, do you?
Yep, I had a conversation with the vendor a few minutes ago. He just sent me a text message saying, please advertise the property at $835,000.
$835,000. So there you go, folks. That's what it's going to take. Now priced $835,000. If you do have interest, if you're watching on the live stream, if you're in the room here, not quite in the cash position, give Sarah a call. I'm sure her phone's going to be very busy this afternoon. All the best to you and your sellers.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks very much for your patience. We go back just to 45 Bayfair Drive. Just wanted to pause, seek some instructions from our sellers here. Now we had the bid with the folks at the front here at $950,000 with you, and my instructions from our seller on the market, and we sell away and put them on to a better bid. So at 950, I'll call it 3 times, give you an opportunity to come in if you'd like, but at 950, remember folks, we play for keeps now at 950 000. 951. On the market now, 951. What do we say? A 1 or maybe a 5? Strength in position. At 951, I've got it here. I'm making a first call. Okay, single on top. Absolutely. At 5-2 and 5-3 might be your next move, I'd suggest. At 5-2, got it up the front. 5-3. 5-3 then. Okay, happy to travel in the singles, and we'll see where we stop. At 5-3 with you. Once. Twice. 4. Okay, 4 on top, or we just go to the 4. 54 it is with you then. Okay, at 954. 5-5 straight back. At 955. At 955, I'll make it first call then. 1 on top, if you like. Second call at 955, buyer up the back. Third chance is at 5-6 with you, sir. It's 5-5 at the back. I'm making a final call. Now's the time to speak. No? Happy to me sell it to these people?
Yep.
Happy for me to do so?
Yeah.
Final opportunity then. It goes at 955 at the back of the room. Goes, it goes. Sold. Congratulations for those good money celebrations for you guys. To Bethlehem we go now. 15 Pembroke Drive. Helen and Mary in our Cherrywood office, all they fees marketing this property here, a wonderful property to turn up to the open homes. I'm sure it's hardly a hassle when you get to market properties like this. It certainly makes for good weekends hosting buyers through these. Now it ain't quite Bethlehem cul-de-sac, this low maintenance, timeless design home. It'll be the perfect lock and leave or a new family home. You've got space for the caravan, the boat, and plenty of vehicles for when the rallies come to visit. Well, the legal description, it is a freehold estate, 442 square metres more or less. The unique identifier is a 62C folio 626. Now just note your movement day is the 22nd of September 2023, but you can also, a little bit of movement on that if you do need to negotiate something. There is an opportunity for you to do so, but 22nd of September is the day you tell the movers to come along. Chattels list, no late changes to the chattels there, all as distributed in the documentation. Now the super sunny and functional kitchen, well that'll be home to many masterful meals. And the flow from the open plan living space to your outdoor area as well, it just couldn't be smoother. The heated and cooled with that DBS and wall mounted heat pump, providing comfortable living all year round. From home, well, it's not far to Bethlehem College, wonderful cafes, local shopping, and of course it is very easy access if you are travelling a little further afield as well. 15 Pembroke Drive, a wonderful property and a wonderful location. Folks, this is the opportunity. This is where I ask for an opening bid. We do have registered phone and interest on this one here. If you're watching along on the live stream whilst on the phone, welcome to you there. Start us away. Registered phone interest, but 850 then, absolutely well on at 850 there. Now look for happy to travel in 20s at that level, 850,000 now with you. 890 up the back there, 890 in the room, at 890, here we are, 890 up the back of the room. At 900 with you there, we don't want to go 20s at this level. Just at 900 on the phone there. On 900 there, sir, would you like to come back? At 900, offer you the same courtesy at 910 if you like.
920.
920, even better, sir. Don't listen to me, I'm just an auctioneer. At 920, a great move by you. At 920, I've got it with you now. Call it 3 times. 930, 10 on top. What's our retort, sir? It's 930 against you with the phone bidder. At 930 on the phone. Once. Twice. Do we go 40?
940.
40, absolutely, sir. With you now at 940. At 940 in the back corner. And 50 straight back with another 10. At 950,000, I've got it there. At 950,000 on the phone with Mary there. 15 Pembroke Drive at $950,000. I've got the buyer here. Sir, give you a last opportunity. Think of regret's a horrible feeling, sir. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. At 950, I've got it on the phone. I'll call it 3 times. I'll take a 5 if you like. Flip you back in front. Once. Twice. Third call then on the phone at 950. Okay, well, south of my instructions, I'll pause the auction, and we've got the lead buyer on the phone here, Mark. We'll see if we can help them out. We'll just pause and we'll come back to it. Well, here we go now, up the road to Caddy, 44 Beach Road, Polland Street Road. No doubt if you've been on a property search in Caddy, you've seen Colin's name out and about on the signs there. He's a hard worker, always out showing buyers through, and as I say, I'm sure you've come across him in your home buying journey. The super cute 2-bedroom unit in the heart of the friendly community that is Caddy. Well, it's been a beneficiary of a recent refurb, and it awaits its new owners to make the most of this fantastic offering. The legal description: firstly, it's an estate in fee simple and undivided 1/3 share in 1,011 square metres more or less, and secondly, an estate in leasehold. Both the first and second estates comprised and described under that record title SA 23C folio 536 of that South Auckland Land Registry. Now your move-in day is 20 working days from unconditional date, which if you buy here in the auction room will go unconditional straight away there. But there is a little bit of flexibility should you need it. And just in further terms of sale page, clause 23.0, the vendor has applied to the Western Bay of Plenty District Council for a certificate of acceptance in respect to the installed insulation in the walls. The vendor gives no warranty that the certificate of acceptance will be granted by the council. The property, the kitchen, well, that provides ample storage and boasts modern appliances and bench tops, making the hassle of cooking, well, just less of a chore in a kitchen you'll adore. I'm sure you'd agree there, Colin. The warm and cosy lounge, it features a wood burner. Get yourself a couple of cubes of hot mix, combine that with the wall insulation, the double glazing in the home, and you'll see yourself right all through the winter. The compact backyard, it's room enough for the veggie plot. Perhaps you've got the covered veranda for seasonal barbecues should you wish. The local town shops, they're also close in a location like this. You've got the community centre just across the road from you. Health, education, well-being, all in such close proximity to 44 Beach Road. So buyers, tell me, where would you like to start the bidding for this wonderful offering on the screen we see here? Okay then, I'll call it 3 times if you like. First call now. Twice. Third call now, I make it then at 44 Beach Road. Cash interest is who we deal with in the auction room. Okay, look, we'll close the auction, doesn't like we've got the cash here today, Colin, but my instruction, pretty clear at the moment.
Yes, to price the property now at $470,000.
$470,000, folks. There you go. A property like this at $470,000. Colin, I imagine you're going to be a very busy man for the rest of today. Wish you the best of luck, absolutely, to you and your sellers at $470,000, now priced, auction closed. Thank you. Well, we go to the other side of town now, where we go to 6 Scoria Grove in Papamoa. Miranda Horan, she's been marketing this property out there, taking her buyers through, working hard for her sellers. The property, it's bathed in sunshine, yet tucked away in a quiet Papamoa cul-de-sac with a fully fenced yard to keep the kiddos safe as they play, providing the privacy when you want to relax and spend some time maintaining those established gardens. A great property looking for great new owners. 6 Scoria Grove is a freehold estate being 697, that's 697 square metres more or less. The unique identifier is SA 64B folio 223. Now note there are some excluded chattels you would have seen when you received the draft form of that documentation. Like we say, finalised, and that's what you'll be signing today. Your settlement date, well, that is the 13th of October, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon. Packed with exceptional features from open plan living, contemporary flooring and fresh water bore to provide that endless water to the gardens. Plus you've got that solar hot water system cutting your electricity cost, complementing the newly installed HRV and heat pump systems. From the dining, living and master suite, the transition is seamless to embrace the outdoors. Room for the pool, I imagine, and well, with that covered patio, it'll be pretty safe to entertain all year round. The solid brick home, you've got that brick and tile exterior. Seamlessly, it just blends into that contemporary yet timeless property. A great location close to your everyday needs and wants with the Papamoa Plaza, Fashion Island just up the road. Everything's close when you live in a location like this. And I can tell you folks, I've seen the property. It really is a wonderful option for you buyers. So, in your hands now, registered phone interest on this one here. Who says go and at what level? Call it to the room. First chance.
950.
950. Okay, a little bit lighter than where I started, but at 950, then I'll go with you there at 950,000. Welcome a 20 on top if you like at 950. First call now at 950. Twice. Third call, phone bidder over here is at 950. 965, strengthen the position. Happy to do so then at 965,000 with you. At $965,000 on the phone there. Looks like it might just be one buyer in the race at the moment here, folks. But at 965,000, I've got it on the phone with you, Miranda. Once, I call it now. Twice the money, third chance at 965. We strengthen the position again at this level. Not permitted to sell it at this level, so if you'd like to strengthen your position. Just give them a chance to put it through the phone lines of your auction. Here we go at 980. At 980,000 there, strengthen the position again we have done at 980,000. At 980,000 we've got it now, and I call it a first, second, third chance. Looks like it might just be your buyer there, Miranda. If we pop something on top, we'll pause, see if we can help you out. Like I say, south of my instructions at this level. Just trying to give you the opportunity. 990. Okay, we'll put it at 990. I'll call it 3 times. If we've got nothing, we'll pause and see if we can help your buyer out. Once at 990. Twice at 990, third chance, a double line, 4 zeros. Here we go. Okay, pause the auction. We'll see if we can help the buyer on the phone there, Jill. 28 Polland Street now. With Sarah Brown. You saw her up here before. I told you she was a hard worker, and well, evidently she's back again, bringing this property to the market for her sellers. A generous sized unit in the CBD. It comes with plenty of bonuses, including no body corp fees. It's a great lock and leave option with potential to add your own flavour moving forward. Firstly, it's an estate in simple and undivided 1/3 share and 874 square metres more or less. Secondly, an estate in leasehold, comprised and described under that record of title SA 36A Folio 707. Your settlement date is down as 10 working days from the date of sale, or any other such date as mutually agreed upon between all the parties there. And you'll note the chattels list on the screen there. There's been no late changes to the chattels list, all as documented. Now, the open plan, updated kitchen and the casual dining that creates a seamless flow between entrees main and main as you sit around that dining table entertaining friends and family. You will retire, of course, to that living room for even further enhanced comfort. A property such as this will make a great lock and leave, as I touched on, leave it as a rental. The current owners have done well. You could potentially see somewhere in the vicinity of $580 to $600 a week in added income there. Walking distance to central CBD cafes, restaurants, bars. A great opportunity to get in now as the city just continues to develop and enhance. So buyers at 28 Polland Street, I ask you now for an opening bid. Call it to the floor for an opening offer. A wonderful opportunity here, folks. Call it 3 times, once, twice, third call, then I make it. Doesn't look like we've got cash on this money this era, but our instructions quite firm from ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to price this at $775,000.
There we go, folks. So it's $775,000. That's the price you'll need to pay if you'd like to walk away with the keys. As I say, that settlement date, 10 working days, not too long. If you get hold of Sarah today, well, it could be yours by the end of the month, I'd suggest. So at $775,000, give her a call. She's only too happy to help. And that concludes that auction there. We are still just having a conversation with some buyers on some previous auctions. We'll be back shortly. Okay, folks, we go now to lot number 12 for today, 15 Pembroke Drive. We had it earlier, we paused and had a conversation, of course seeking some instructions and also talking with our lead bidder at the time there. Just confirm for me to the buyer there, we've had an increase to a level of $960,000. Just confirm for me on the phone there at 960.
960,000. Yes, correct.
Correct there, and my instructions from our seller at this level, we go on the market for the want of a better bid. So at $960,000, folks, we are on the market, now selling, I'll call it 3 times here, in favour of this bidder at 960,000. First opportunity, I'll take $1,000 on top of it, helps. Twice now I've got it here. Third and final call up the front on the phone. It goes, sold on the phone here. Shortly with the results on Courier.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for your patience now. We go back to 6 Courier Grove and Kavmaya. We've just been having a conversation there. We have had an increase in bid to $1,022,500. But my instructions at this level, well, not for sale. So welcome anything further on top at $1,022,500. I'll call it 3 times. First, twice, third call then at $1,022,500. Okay, no further there, so we'll close the auction. A little bit more conversation to do there, Miranda, but wish you all the best of luck on that one. And that today, well, that does conclude the auctions here in our EVES auction room. Really do appreciate you coming along, and of course tuning in on the live stream. If you've hung around for the entire session, we really do appreciate it. We'll see you all again next Thursday for another wonderful lineup of properties. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.